Um, so I want to, I want to record my thoughts on the FNAF movie, and my thoughts is that I I I quite like the movie. I mean, of course, right? I mean, it's it's I actually think it's a better movie than the Mario movie. Um, yeah, I think the plot is better, but I don't think the movie is very scary. But I don't think that's the point. So it's a very what you call it? It's a very plot oriented movie, and what is what that movie is and it's like it's focused on the plot rather than the horror. My my initial worry is that my initial concern is that the animatronics don't look that scary since they don't. But I don't think that's an issue anymore because yeah, I one thing I thought is that I feel like the animatronics don't look that scary, and I feel like they should be redesigned a little bit, but just a bit though, to make them a bit more, you know, creepy. But maybe I'm just used to those animatronics, and if it's someone else watching the first movie for the first time, they'll people will will find them more uncanny. But by the way, also um yeah, one of the main one of the main complaints of this movie is that one of my main one of my main thoughts is that me it's like how would uh how would the if you haven't watched FNAF haven't seen FNAF before, my one my thought is that how would you react to this movie? Is it too complicated? Is it yeah uh if whether the plot is too complicated or not, because what I feel like is that I can still get what's going on. It's not that complicated. Um, Also, this like my first time recording such a recordings like this is my first time not recording gameplays, and instead I'm just talking. Okay, so I think I'll try to react on react react to how others would. Okay, I'm gonna react to what others think about the FNAF movie, and yeah. Okay.
Communication is always the big part, getting people in the same.
The FNAF movie is now out in theatres and Peacock. This video is all about the hidden Easter eggs and things hiding in the background and references to the games and novels. I'm guessing.
Wait, is this too soft, or is it too? Wait, let me. Um. Okay. Okay. Like what? What? Um. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think I may be a bit too soft. Okay, am I softer now? Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Um. Um. So, so what my initial thoughts of this? Okay, I think this audio is good. Can you hear me? Yeah. Uh. So,
Seen a lot of people watching this video have just watched the FNAF movie and are in that FNAF movie craze. It's where they want to watch as many videos about the movie as possible. Well,
okay, so in case you didn't hear me just now because my voice is so low, is that I thought the movie was pretty great, and I like let me think. Yeah, and my questions about this movie is that if I haven't seen if I don't know much about the FNAF franchise, how would this FNAF movie do well as a standalone movie? That's my question. Cause I think the plot is pretty good. I don't think the plot's that complicated. I don't think it's very hard to understand.
welcome to things you might have
I
missed
actually
in
watched this movie with my family, my extended family. So it's like something I want to know.
the FNAF movie. I will be
Okay.
showing each Easter egg chronologically, so we'll get straight into it. This video is FNAF fans and non-FNAF fans alike who are newcomers, so if you guys know some of the obvious things, please remember it's for newcomers as well. We'll kick it off with one where every FNAF fan should know, the intro credits of the movie. This intro happens after the first night guard gets killed. It's an arc
That one dog animatronic in that movie. It's like I think I don't know, like okay, I also thought that the lawyer's name being called Doug was an Easter egg to the Return to Freddy series, but I don't think there was that one. There's an animatronic inside that fan series called Doug the Dog or something, and I got confused with Sparky the dog. But yeah, there was like a dog animatronic in that series, and the lawyer's name is Doug, so I got confused a bit. I thought that I thought the lawyer's name was a reference to that, but it's not. I mean that. Also, I feel like the An as a character feels a bit two-dimensional. So yeah.
arcade game sequence showing the 5 missing children getting taken by Spring Bonnie, aka William Afton. If you didn't know, this is a homage to the classic FNAF games where Scott showed a lot of the original lore in the Atari minigames. The one in the movie shows the 5 missing children incident, which is also shown in minigame form in the FNAF games. Also in the minigame sequence, you can see William Afton putting on the suit, but you can see that
Yeah, I've also been a fan for this series since I was 10 years old back in 2014. I've I haven't yet catch up with the lore because I was worried that you know with how unclear the plot is for Security Breach, I'm afraid that they might. I feel like my concern is that the plot may be inconsistent. I'm worried that Scott is no longer behind the series. I still hope he is, or I hope he still has major input, but my concern is that I feel like the plot may be inconsistent. I'm talking about the games here. So yeah. I still feel like
that is Purple Guy. Purple Guy is William Afton in the mini-games. We've called him Purple Guy since FNAF 2. The second Easter egg is the Dream Theory book. Dream
okay. I like how it essentially pokes fun at the at at the FNAF 4 Dream Theory. I also wait. I also think that this may lead back to the um to the to the previous previous I think this might explain FNAF 4 because I feel like the mini games may be dreams of Michael Afton, but yeah.
sequences in the movie are actually a very important plot where Mike continuously falls.
Also, this is interesting because the car is usually associated with the first victim, which is Charlie. You know, the spirit of the puppet. But this is like an interesting take. But now instead of Charlie, it's like Michael's younger brother, which is Evan, Chris. I don't know, but yeah.
Forces himself every night to have the same dream about his younger brother.
And yeah, in the games, Michael is the purple guy's son, but in this movie, it's spoiler alert. But this movie has this video has spoilers, okay? But in this movie, there will be there's like Vanessa is in this movie, and she's William Afton's son. Also, it's kind of strange that we don't. I was assuming that the reason why Vanessa didn't come with Mike to confront her father is because she was brainwashed or something. But in the movie, she doesn't seem like she was brainwashed. So it's a very
Brother Garrett going missing. He does this to try and find out who the kidnapper is, because he believes that memory is still locked inside of his head, and continuously dreaming about that will eventually show who it is. The Dream Theory book is an Easter egg because that is one of the most controversial theories in the FNAF fanbase. The Dream Theory states that the original games are all just a dream. None of the events that happen in those games actually happen. They're all just dreams inside Michael Afton's head. It was pretty funny to see it in the movie. In Steve Raglan's office, if you look on the desk, you can see his set of keys. On the set of keys, however, is a lucky rabbit's foot. I thought this was a really cool small detail, clearly hinting that Steve Raglan is the yellow rabbit. The next one takes place where Mike is talking to the doctor. If you look at the blackboard behind them, you see some very key specific words. Bear, bunny, fox, and chick. Those obviously represent Freddy, Bonnie, Foxy, and Chica, the animatronics in the movie and the game. But if you look at the second one, it says puppet. I do think this is an Easter egg about the puppet in FNAF 2, and at the end of the film with the end credits, the movie does really tease that the puppet is going to be in the next film. When
I wonder how important Liberty is to the plot. Like, maybe Liberty Chica is and crucial to the plot line or something, but yeah, I'm not here to judge.
Decides to become a night guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. He gets an introduction from William Afton. It encapsulates Phone Guy from FNAF 1 very well. And the main Easter egg in this is where Steve Raglan says, "Catch you on the flip side." This is something that Phone Guy says in the FNAF 1 phone calls.
Matt. One of the first and second, when during the early days of FNAF, Game Theory actually theorized that the phone guy is purple guy. So it is an interesting call. This might be an interesting callback to that.
Catch you on the flip side.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
After Steve Raglan gives Mike an introduction, Mike sees a security tape with his name on it. If you look closely though, behind the words Mike, you can see the name Fritz. Fritz is another iconic name in the franchise of a night guard called Fritz Smith. Fritz Smith gets fired in the FNAF 2 location. I think it means that the night guard who died before Mike, his name was Fritz. Because, you know, Fritz had the security tape first and then it was passed on to Mike. I think the official name of the night guard at the start is Fritz. Throughout the movie, Mike is terrorized by a little plastic figure.
Hour upon hour, the number of children being killed in Gaza is rising.
Oh,
we all know how.
I don't care.
Figurine. If you're new to the franchise, that is Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy first appeared in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and is famous for being one of the most annoying animatronics in the franchise. The next one is the sign of the coffee shop. It says Sparky's. Sparky is one of the biggest fake rumours ever in the FNAF franchise. All the way back in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, somebody made an edit of Sparky in the parts and service door. Night 2, Mike decides to have another dream at the FNAF location. If you look closely at the kids' faces of Bonnie and Freddy, their faces begin to blur. This happens later on with Chica and Foxy as well on the later dream sequences. The kids have been dead for over 20 years now, guys. I think it's trying to show that the kids are starting to lose their identities because it's been so long that they've been lost and trapped, that they're starting to lose their identities and becoming more and more trapped in the animatronics and becoming the animatronic. Straight after this, in the office mirror, you see "It's me." "It's me" is a very iconic line in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, specifically in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, but you do see it in FNAF 2 as well. Sometimes you see "It's me" with the hallucinations, and Foxy's sign changes to "It's me." When the thugs break into the pizzeria, you see a shot of the hidden endoskeleton in the background. When I went to the movie set, the crew called this endoskeleton Tina. Tina's supposed to be hidden in a lot more shots throughout the film. Can you guys find Tina anywhere else? Please let me know in the comment section. The next one that I didn't notice at the screening
F11, is it?
is when the cupcake's in the fridge, you can see Chica in the background walking to the kitchen behind the fan. I didn't notice that the first time watching, so I'm guessing some of you guys didn't notice that as well. I just thought it was a nice little detail. All of the deaths of the thugs are notorious locations from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Chica kills someone in the kitchen. Bonnie kills one in the cleaning supply closet. Foxy kills someone by running down the hallway. Freddy usually gets the kill when the power's out, right? This one, he bites somebody in half, so...
Damn.
Yeah, it's a bit different. You do see in the background Easter eggs of Shadow Freddy, Sparky, Tina the endoskeleton, and the body of Torture Freddy. It's really cool that we get to see Sparky as an actual animatronic. I saw this at the movie set. It's so cool to see an iconic, fake, mysterious animatronic actually be in a film. As a cameo, basically. It's a cameo. Sparky's a cameo.
Yeah.
Shadow Freddy is an Easter egg in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in the parts and service room. Shadow Freddy also makes an appearance in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. And I do think that's the body of Torture Freddy because it's got the same green tone as the mask. But it's not confirmed if that's Torture Freddy or not. Here's the final dream sequence where the Golden Freddy spirit is trying to persuade Mike into giving up Abby. You can see that some of the missing children's faces blur again. When Mike manages to escape Torture Freddy, he sees all of the thugs' bodies stuffed into the Easter egg animatronics that I mentioned earlier. Max is stuffed into Shadow Freddy, Hank is stuffed into Sparky, Max's brother is stuffed into Torture Freddy, and Carl is just there. This isn't really something that you missed, but I wanted to include.
Poor guy, Carl doesn't even get a suit, man. I'm gonna turn on the light.
Include this. I really like the photo and the look of classic Spring Bonnie with Vanessa. It is such a terrifying moment to see that Vanessa is holding the plane. That is the plane that Garrett had. He gave the plane to his daughter Vanessa. I think that's extremely sickening and something that William Afton would do. William Afton treats...
I mean, William Afton is just an unhinged man. Like, imagine, like why would William Afton try to kill children, man? Like, maybe just doing this for fun or something. Man's just unhinged, man. He just does shit for fun. Yeah.
that plane as a trophy. Serial killers like having trophies of their kills. The fact that he gave that trophy to Vanessa...
Dang. I mean, wow.
to play with is terrifying.
Wow.
The other thing to mention is the doll Springlock suit in the movie. That is actually a doll in the FNAF books. There's a book called 1:35 AM about this doll called Ella. Ella the doll is also in the Silver Eyes trilogy. This is the first time Ella the doll is represented as a Springlock suit. I would treat it as a little Easter egg, and Scott decided to use Ella's design as the Springlock suit for the movie. If you haven't read the Silver Eyes, there are two scenes in the climax of the film that are very similar to the books. Number one is when Abby is hiding behind the arcade cabinet. That is actually the first scene of the Silver Eyes, where the main character in the book, Charlie, is dreaming about hiding away from Foxy behind an arcade cabinet. That is literally how it happens in the movie, where Abby is hiding from Foxy in the arcade area. If you don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, you heard William Afton say, "I always come back." You probably thought that scene was pretty goofy and you had no idea why he would randomly say that. That is an iconic line that William Afton says in the FNAF franchise.
I always come back.
And throughout the games and throughout the lore of the story, William Afton always comes back. William Afton in the games gets spring locked and he comes back as Springtrap, where he's dead inside the suit, but he's still controlling it. And even after that, he comes back again and again and again. William Afton always comes back. It was really cool as a FNAF fan to hear William Afton say that. I can understand why people would think it's a bit goofy. William Afton knows everything about the ghost kids possessing the animatronics, and he knows if he's going to die in this Spring Bonnie suit, he's going to come back possessing that Spring Bonnie suit. The next Silver Eyes connection, after when William Afton gets spring locks, the animatronics drag him away into the shadows. This is exactly what happens in the Silver Eyes book as well. The difference is that the main character, Charlie flips a switch on the Spring Bonnie suit that triggers the spring locks, killing William Afton, and the animatronics drag him away. The difference is with the movie is that the animatronics kill William Afton instead. After the movie is finished, we get a mid-credit scene of
oh my god.
Corey Kenshin with Balloon Boy once again. Is it a hint that Balloon Boy is going to be in the next movie? After the mid-credit scene, this definitely confirms that somebody very specific is going to be in the next movie. After the mid-credit scene, Grandfather's Clock starts to play in the credits.
Oh, wait, I didn't notice that. Oh, okay.
If you didn't know, this is the iconic song of the puppet in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 with her music box. You know, that playing in the credits out of nowhere, to me, is a big hint that the puppet's going to be in the next movie, and it makes the most sense. If that didn't confirm anything, this will. In the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 minigames, you hear a robotic Atari voice saying letters out of nowhere that spell things. One of them is Save Them. Scott and Blumhouse used the same voice to tease what's coming next.
C-O-M-E-F-I-N-D-M-E.
The robotic voice says, "Come find me." Who is that referring to exactly? We don't know 100%, but we can theorise and assume that this is about the puppet. It looks like the next movie is going to be about the FNAF 2 location. You don't know who the puppet is in the games. The puppet is the first victim killed by William Afton, who possesses an animatronic puppet. This puppet then gives life to the other victims in the future, giving them life as the animatronics. I don't know if they're going to go with the same plot with the movies, where the puppet's the original victim, and that's how they got life with the animatronic suits. It's too early to know. The Come Find Me definitely seems to be about the puppet. It could be William Afton because he's trapped inside the supply closet and he's saying "Come find me," so somebody finds him and gets him out of there. Or it could be the Golden Freddy spirit. We don't know. But that is everything that I found.
Golden Freddy appears in the movie, right? I'm pretty sure he does. Like, look. I think when they are about to lure Abby back to the pizzeria, he appears in the house. Cause also in that scene with Corey, there's Golden Freddy and Abby took a taxi. So Abby. So Golden Freddy is in the movie. So I'm not sure why he's so. Golden Freddy.
Found watching it 3 times. I've probably missed loads of stuff, guys. I've probably missed some small little details in the background. I don't know. I feel like we found quite a lot, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Did I find anything new that you guys didn't know about? Please let me know in the comment section. But also let me know if I've missed anything. Are there any more locations where Tina the endoskeleton is hiding in the background? Are there any more It's Me's in the background somewhere? Please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I found this a lot of fun. And like I said, the movie's out on Peacock, so if you guys have got a Peacock account, you can watch the film as many times as you want in full detail and pause the video and see if you guys can find anything. In the future, I'm sure the FNAF movie will be out on other streaming platforms too, so, you know, if you guys want to go Easter egg hunting, go for it. Take care, lots of love, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
What's our thoughts? Okay. I've actually watched the
Greetings
FNAF
all,
movie 2 days
I am
ago.
Elon Musk, and today I would like to introduce you to Quantum AI.
Okay, what the hell is this, man?
Hey guys, super excited for this video, as you've seen from the thumbnail and the title. Yes, we are going to an early screening all the way in London for the FNAF movie tomorrow night, which is super exciting. Universal UK invited all of us to a screening, and this is the first movie screening that I've ever been to. We all decided that we're going to wear suits still. This is a really special moment for the FNAF movie, and we wanted to make it extra special. So yeah, we're dressing up smart. Of course, we're dressing up smart for the FNAF movie. It's like that meme. I'm gonna vlog the cinemas. I'm gonna vlog inside the cinemas and stuff for the movie. Obviously, I can't show the movie, but then after the movie, I'm gonna show my initial reactions, my first thoughts about it. I'm gonna ask the others as well what they thought. No spoilers in this, don't worry. Ignore these, by the way. They're just like, they're like pimple patches. Because, you know, I want to look good for the movie. I want to look good for Freddy Fazbear. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. Enjoy today's video and get hyped, man. The FNAF movie's this week. It's this week. 8 years in the making. Let's go. Mabel doesn't really care. But, yeah, had to show Mabel. I'll see you in a few days, Mabel. Okay, guys, I'm here in London the day after. And we're here for the screening. We're ready. So I'm gonna go and get ready now for it. Here's my suit, by the way, suit reveal, because you know, it is a FNAF important event in history. There it is, guys, that is my suit. So just to add a little FNAF spice, small little detail, I've got the FNAF badge, security badge, and I don't know what to do yet. I'm either gonna go with the purple bow tie for William Afton, or black, I don't know yet. First time watching the FNAF movie, 8 years later. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what it's like, and obviously I'll show you guys my reactions and my first thoughts about the movie. No spoilers, like no review or anything, just my first initial reactions to it. So yeah, I'll see you all in a minute when I'm in my suit. Here we are, guys. I'm in my suit. So, hey, premiere ready. Drinks and pee.
Is he living in the United States or something?
Where are we again?
We're at the FNAF movie. We're going up right now.
I'm really excited.
Oh, okay, cool. Hello. Are you excited?
Yes.
We're all excited, guys. We're all ready. Hi. We're going in right now, guys.
I need a wee.
I'll see. You need to wee.
I need the toilet.
But we'll see ya. We'll see you in a sec, guys, after the FNAF movie. Oh my God. It's happening. 8 years later. Guys, we just watched the FNAF movie. All done. All wrapped up.
Did you cry?
I nearly cried at one point. Okay, guys, while I've got you here, can I have your first reactions to the movie, please?
Massive dub, like an epic dub. It was a joy to watch. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing.
Yay!
Emotional.
Ryan? Amazing. Baz? Amazing.
Oh,
Neil?
brilliant. It was fantastic. Really enjoyed it.
Hey, pull in! Yes, thumbs up for everybody, let's go! Let's go to the toilets, I'm going to the toilets.
You got to squat, man. You got to squat wherever you want.
Bye FNAF. We'll miss ya. See you next time.
The movie too, baby.
Well, guys, I'm back. We're back in the hotel room. Sorry about the lighting, guys. This is the only light I've got in the hotel room. But yeah, wow. I'm emotional, guys. Seriously, I am emotional. So, obviously, this is just the first reaction video. I can't spoil anything. I can't say anything that happens in the movie. That'll be a video later on in the week when, you know, the film's out. So it's, you know, free game. So we'll be doing a spoiler review. I'll be doing a spoiler review in the future this week. The first reactions, the whole atmosphere, as you guys saw. FNAF fans, people who don't know about the games, like both people coming together was a crazy experience as well. Newcomers and everything, but hardcore FNAF fans as well who have been here since 2014. It was really nice, honestly. After the film, everybody was happy and excited, which is a great sign. It obviously shows that people liked the movie, so that's good. From my experience, when we went to the screening, everybody seemed excited afterwards and happy and enjoyed it, so that's great. And I came out the same way as well. You know, it's the one word I can describe my experience watching that movie is emotional. So throughout the movie, I was just watching some of the scenes. Some of the scenes you guys are gonna love, FNAF fans. Some of the scenes, man, they are really solid and really surprised me actually. Like it was surreal to see. Like, oh my god, I'm watching FNAF right now with golden Hollywood scenes happening right in front of my eyes. Like some of the scenes, guys, I'm not saying this. People are going to get emotional. Just emotional, seeing some amazing scenes, some amazing camera shots of some certain parts, guys, of some certain scenes, bro. It was surreal to see. It really was. I definitely think that was worth the wait. I can't say anything specifically what happens, but the acting is great. There's some funny moments, there's some scary moments, there's some sad moments. You know, guys, I'm not a reviewer. But first thoughts: thrilling, emotional, scary. You guys have seen how Jason Blum has described this. This film has been made carefully with love and passion for the franchise, with Scott behind the scenes, which is always great for a movie. I think obviously FNAF fans are going to absolutely love this movie, but I do think newcomers are going to like it as well. There's some really good scenes in this, some brutal scenes that people are going to be shocked by. There's some very specific parts in this movie that people are going to just replay all the time. Those are my first thoughts, guys. I know I can't say a lot, but I liked it. So that's
when the babysitter gets killed, man. Like, look, she wasn't even that look, she wasn't even that bad, man. She really, I feel like deep down, I feel like she really cared about Michael. But then she had a really brutal death, man. She got like sliced in half. Yeah. Like, okay, you see that the FNAF movie is actually the biggest like video game opener ever, even higher than Mario, which is insane to think about. I legitimately think that Freddy can actually get into Smash now. Jeez. Okay.
great. I absolutely loved it, and everybody else did in the cinema room. So, you know, Raz, Ryan, Baz, my friend Neil, we all enjoyed it. Pauline enjoyed it. He didn't even know about the video games, and he loved it. He thought it was great, and he was entertained by it. So I do think newcomers are going to like it as well. Horror fans, I think, are going to absolutely adore this. Obviously, I don't have a Chuck E. Cheese here, but it felt nostalgic to me. I don't know why. Like, it just felt like it just felt nostalgic to me, even though I've never really been to a Chuck E. Cheese as a kid or anything. You just get a wave of emotions when you're at the location in some of the scenes. It's something else that obviously you can't know what I'm talking about until you watch it. I know I've already said this a million times. If you're a FNAF fan, you guys need to watch this movie. You need to go and watch it. Book your tickets now or watch it on Peacock. I do recommend going to watch it at the theatres though. It's a different vibe, and it really draws you into the location and the animatronics and stuff, and just the vibe of a horror movie. If you're not a FNAF fan, I still think you need to go and watch it. Let me know your opinions on it. I'd like to know if you enjoyed it as a non-FNAF fan, like first newcomer to the franchise. I'd love to see opinions on that as well. I feel like, honestly guys, it's a solid balance, I really do. Blumhouse, Jason, Scott, Emma Tammy, the cast, the actors, the crew, Jim Henson Company. You can see how passionate they were for the FNAF fan base, the FNAF fans, and Scott as well respected him. But also, like I said, there's a balance where I think newcomers are going to enjoy this as well, horror fans. I think it's a really good balance, and I think people are going to understand it quite well. So that's great, okay? But that's all I can say, guys. No spoilers yet, but that will be coming later in the week. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if this has made you more excited. You guys are ready now. You guys are agitated that you just want to watch the movie in the week. But yeah, it's really exciting. You're probably going to see spoilers. If you guys don't want any spoilers, I would avoid tomorrow because it comes out in the UK tomorrow. So yeah, be careful. But yeah, go and watch it, guys.
Is he? Yeah. Oh yeah, he is in the United States. Let me look at this. Look at this. Biggest domestic weekends. 446 million, 78 million. Okay, let me also oh my god, this stupid sec at first. Yeah, I don't care, man. I don't care. Yeah, look at this. It's like it's Five Nights at Freddy's earns the biggest domestic opening for a video game movie with 39.5 million. Let me look at that, man. Look at that. Okay.
Let me know your thoughts, please. I will make a review, a full spoiler review later in the week. So yeah, I'll see you all then. But thank you so much for watching the vlog. Yeah, it was a great time. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Universal UK, for inviting me to the screening. You guys did a good job. And just the vibe, the whole vibe was so cool. FNAF, like I said, FNAF fans, but also newcomers, all invited. Just to see this movie. And I'm really happy, very emotional tonight. I can't imagine to think how Scott feels, like, you know, watching the movie himself in the cinemas with people around him. Like, that's going to be such a crazy feeling for him. If I felt emotional in some scenes, I asked everybody, the YouTuber crew, they felt emotional in some parts, and I'm sure you guys will too. Just to see it in the big screen, you know, it's never going to happen again, you know, something that we've been dedicated for so long, almost 10 years, and seeing it on the big screen, it's crazy. And yeah, FNAF fans, you're gonna feel a bit emotional at some parts, man. Like, some of the scenes are really good. So yeah, that's all I could say. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the movie, go and watch it. Thank you again, Scott, Blumhouse, Universal, cast and crew. You guys did amazing. And hopefully, I don't know, I'm really hoping in the future you make another one. Please make another movie, FNAF 2. That would be so cool to see. So I feel like Universal will want to make another one, but we'll see. I definitely think we're going to see like FNAF attractions at Horror Nights next year, and I don't know, it's exciting. It really is exciting. So yeah, spoiler review soon. I'm going to shut up now. Love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
So you decided to start trading. Better use plus 500. It's trading with a plus.
Oh, well, what the hell am I watching? What the hell am I watching right now? Okay. Okay. Why is it?
Hey guys.
Okay, yeah. So those are my thoughts on the FNAF movie. Why, okay, I'll watch this. Oh, I think I'm gonna extend.
So I just got home from seeing the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Now, I personally have zero experience playing the games, but my 11-year-old is obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's. So I went into this one primarily as a dad, wondering, is this a good entry-level horror movie? And it's good enough. It's fine. A little bit of creepiness, a little bit of emotion to it, some quirkiness. Nice to see Matthew Lillard in something like this, but nothing super memorable or great. But as just someone with no experience with this, it's fine. Now, I asked my 11-year-old about it, and he said this.
I loved it. It's my new favorite movie. It's a great representation of the games and books. If you're a FNAF fan, check it out.
I also was able to take my 18-year-old nephew who's read the books, played the games. He said it was good. It represents the world build accurately, and he thinks fans will enjoy it. The middle schooler thought it was excellent. The 18-year-old said it was good. And I was like, it's fine. Make of that what you will. So I just got home from seeing the new...
Okay, man. Okay, FNAF movie's kinda down. I'll watch this.
Okay, so I gotta be honest here. I don't know much of anything about the FNAF
Damn.
franchise. Like, I tried to play a couple games, but like, I just couldn't really get into it. All I really know is Vanessa, who I'm familiar with for, reasons. But Five Nights at Freddy's is like a huge franchise, right? Just absolutely massive. And one of the big draws for this movie is that the original creator of the games wrote the screenplay and produced it, which is how you know it's probably gonna be bad. Like, I don't know why, but this kind of thing like rarely ever pans out. So I'm just gonna approach this as a horror movie. Okay? This kind of thing like rarely ever pans out. So I'm just gonna approach.
No. This isn't that the point? It's an adaptation. Why are people complaining that it doesn't stick the law that well? It's not. It's an adaptation. It's not supposed to be a one-to-one. It's a.
Approach this.
They get their own adaptation. It's a. Can we all just take a moment to say Mike is good? His aunt who he was in a legal case with is dead in his house. His place of employment is gone. An employer dead or dying. Vanessa nearly dead from the same place and was dropped off at a hospital by a Mike. There's no witnesses to what happened, and Mike had a history with strong drugs. He's going to jail. Chico better be named 5 nights at prison. Hey, look, jeez. Huh. Huh. Look, I think. I think this is like way too suspicious, man. Like, I think it's too obvious. So I think I don't think they'll be less likely to convict him. Yeah.
As a horror movie, okay? I'm just a regular person watching the new horror film that came out based on a video game. So that being said, let's take a walk and check out Five Nights at Freddy's. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan you win. If any of this are compensated for down on his luck, life going nowhere kind of guy who's stuck working at a dead-end mall security job. And one day, he does a little bit of a oopsie.
So when are you gonna bring your sister by? We got this new flavor.
Yeah, okay, I'm already gonna call shenanigans here. No mall in America looks like this anymore. This must be set like way in the past, cause I don't see a single payday loan / pawn shop anywhere. Now, turns out this guy he beat up was actually just the kid's dad, and Mike gets—
Yeah, this must have takes place in the 90s or something. That's what I'm assuming.
Fired from his job. So now he has to go talk to someone to try and find a new job, which always is just like the worst experience you'll ever have.
I'm gonna be brutally honest with you here, Mike. Given your track record, your options are gonna be extremely limited. You know, it's not that easy.
Yeah. Thank you.
I have a job for you.
Sir, can you please make up your mind? There's no way I could get you a job. Ha, psych, just kidding. Here's a job. What was the point of this whole conversation?
Okay, what is it?
It's a security gig. You want the job or not?
Oh, that's good.
How's the pay?
Not great. But the hours are worse.
Oh man, this is bringing me back to trying to get a job back in like my early 20s. So, Alex, why did you apply to work for us? Well, I'm trying not to starve to death and would like to be able to afford basic shelter. Well, have I got some bad news for you. Like, the only thing worse than looking for a job is trying to find an apartment. Okay, so your bedroom is gonna be this corner of the kitchen, which is also the bathroom. $4,000 a month, 8 months deposit. What do you say? Anyway, so Mike really needs this job because he's the legal guardian of his sister Abby, who his aunt is trying to take away and get custody of because Mike has a hard time finding a job and he needs prescription pills. So basically he's just like the poster child for every Gen Z / millennial right now. And like this movie really wants you to know that he's on medication because boy, they close up on that thing like 6 times in 10 minutes.
Not even 10 o'clock and he can barely keep his eyes open.
He's taking his normal pills, man.
And this degenerate is who they entrust with the well-being of a mentally ill child.
Jane, like I've said before, Abby is not mentally ill.
Oh, right. Perfectly normal to sit around drawing pictures all day.
Wow, hey, let's just calm it down a bit for a second there, okay? Drawing pictures is a perfectly respectable way to spend your time, all right?
You know, pictures hold tremendous power for children. Images are the most important tool we have for understanding the world. Around us. These are things children learn to communicate.
Damn, and also the FNAF movie also being the highest grossing horror movie of all time. I mean, one of the highest.
Almost exclusively through pictures.
Yeah, our pictures mean something.
And who is at the center of 9 out of 10 of them?
Well, she's been doing a lot of pregnant Sonic and Tails with the caption, me and who? So yeah, maybe the internet was a mistake. Anyway, so Mike takes this horrible job, which is working as a security guard at this old rundown Chuck E. Cheese arcade called Freddy Fazbear's.
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids. It's been shut down for years.
The only reason they haven't given it the old wrecking ball treatment is the owner is a bit of a...
Well, he's kind of a sentimental guy, I guess.
Just can't bring himself to let it go yet.
And the first night he works there, he literally just sleeps the entire time, wakes up at 6 a.m., goes right home. Also, like, where does this dude live where it's this bright? Out at 6 a.m. Okay, I can only suspend my disbelief so far. So everything seems like it's going relatively fine. You know, Abby's being babysat by the babysitter, if you can believe that. And Mike has a job, although it is the night shift. Which, as anyone who's ever done...
Yeah, I was just watching
that will tell you is literally just the worst thing. Like, we all know at least one person who does this, and they're like, yeah, it's actually not that bad once you do it for a while, you know? I mean, I feel perfectly fine. But Mike's aunt is not gonna rest until she takes Abby away for whatever reason.
Hey, welcome to Sparky's. Could I set you folks up with some appetizers?
We are not eating.
Well, that's no fun. You do realize that lunch is the most important meal of the day.
Oh my goodness, is that Maticus Paddington?
Thought it was breakfast.
Some people say that, but you know, it's just a theory.
Oh, he said the thing!
Damn,
So
it's
we
so
come to find
corny.
out that Mike's aunt is actually in cahoots with the babysitter and her friend or brother or whoever this is to try and find some way to make Mike lose custody of Abby. So they come up with this idea to break into the place that Mike works at, destroy everything so he'll get fired, and then she can take him to court and take the sister away. What exactly is her motivation? Why is she doing this? Who knows? Now that night, Mike meets Vanessa, the police officer who patrols around these parts and loves to exposit tons of information for no particular reason.
Vanessa Shelley.
Mike.
This place, it gets to people. It's one of the reasons why you're gonna quit. Oh yeah, you security hires? You never last. Is this somewhere you see yourself 10, 20 years from now? Add to that the thing with those kids going missing.
Missing children, you say? Ah, yes, this will probably definitely not be important. She also shows him the main reason why this place was so popular back in the day.
This is...
The best thing you've seen in your entire life?
Vanessa, you got some low standards. Now, as Mike and Vanessa get to talking, we find out more.
This...
The best thing you've seen in your entire life?
Vanessa, you got some low standards. Now, as Mike and Vanessa get to talking, we find out more about what's really going on with Mike over here. See, years ago, Mike was out camping with his family, and his brother got kidnapped right in front of him while he was supposed to be watching.
Okay, this is one of my points I don't get. I don't really get what happened to their parents or something. Like, I assume.
Hey, Mike.
What happened to their parents?
Go watch your brother, okay?
And also, how does Mike afford a freaking house even though he's barely employed and constantly losing a job?
Garrett?
And he dreams about this every single night, hence why he needs the medication. And after this all happened, his mother also died, and then his dad just like ran away or something, leaving Mike alone to take care of Abby. I'm telling you, this is one of the most trauma dump movies I have ever seen. Mike's brother got kidnapped and murdered, his mom died, his dad left, he has PTSD from all this and needs medication for sleeping, which is why he can't get/keep a job. Also, his aunt is trying to take away his sister from him, and like, do we need all this setup just for a horror movie about Chuck E. Cheese robots coming to life? This is like an entire season of Euphoria in like one movie. Also, when I say that he has this dream every night, like, I mean, get ready to watch the same sequence about 800 times. Anyway, so Mike and Vanessa get to talking more and bonding over like life problems, man.
So there's this theory that we can't forget things.
Your brother. You think you saw who took him?
It's buried. So every night I dream and I go back to that same memory and I search for details. And that's usually the part where people tell me I'm crazy.
I know what crazy looks like, Mike. This isn't it.
And trust me, one time.
This is how crazy it's like. You think that's crazy? This is crazy. Okay,
I dated a guy who said he liked the FNAF games for the gameplay. I mean, can you believe it? And then she just throws his prescription medicine in the river. Like, I'm pretty sure you can't just do that. Because like 3 days in, Mike's just gonna be sitting there like. Anyway, so remember how the babysitter and all them, they were gonna like sneak into the arcade and try to get Mike in trouble and all that? Remember that part?
Okay, yeah, this part.
Jeff? Carl?
Carl! Yeah, so for some mysterious reason, the babysitter is not answering the phone anymore. Therefore, he has to take Abby to work with him. And of course, like, she thinks this is awesome because she's like 8 or whatever. But that night, while Mike is doing his strenuous job of sleeping while listening to nature sounds, Abby gets up to go to the bathroom, and guess what happens?
Hello? I know you're back there. Might as well come out.
But hey, don't worry, turns out it's all fine. The robots are...
Why the hell are they portrayed like that, man? Like, I assume this is supposed to be Freddy. This is Bonnie. This is Chica. This is Foxy, and that's Golden Freddy. Wait, why is... Okay, I'm
You're
not
just
sure why
tickling
the
her, which
advertiser-
honestly sounds way more horrifying, but sure, whatever.
Abby!
They wouldn't stop tickling me.
Yeah, that's not weird at all. So Mike, Abby, and Vanessa all hang out together with the robots and they make like a cool fort and they braid each other's hair and talk about boys and stuff. So, who do you have a crush on? Really? Like, ew, but like I also kind of get
The part where they build animatronics with a fort is weird, and I like it.
it though. But then suddenly, just out of nowhere, Vanessa gets like all weird about Abby being there and she tells Mike to never bring her back ever again.
I saw your eyes. You were terrified.
You can do whatever you want with your own life, but if you ever bring Abby back here again, I will shoot you.
Now, one thing that's been going on with this movie is, like I said before, Mike dreams about his brother being kidnapped every single night. But while he's been working this job, his dreams have started to get a little different.
Isn't what I asked for.
You want to save Garrett. That's why you're really here. You can have this dream every night.
How?
We want Abby.
Now, Abby can also see these kids. Like, I don't know if it's just in her dreams or if she can, like, literally see them. But all the same, Mike tells her to ask them if they can tell her to tell him who took his brother all those years ago. Because we don't have enough emotional tension already. So sure, yeah, let's have Mike also...
I saw your eyes. You were terrified.
You can do whatever you want with your own life, but if you ever bring Abby back here again, I will shoot you.
Now, one thing that's been going on with this movie is, like I said before, Mike dreams about his brother being kidnapped every single night. But while he's been working this job, his dreams have started to get a little different.
Isn't what I asked for.
You want to save Garrett. That's why you're really here. You can have this dream every night.
How?
We want Abby.
Now, Abby can also see these kids. Like, I don't know if it's just in her dreams or if she can, like, literally see them. But all the same, Mike tells her to ask them if they can tell her to tell him who took his brother all those years ago. Because we don't have enough emotional tension already. So sure, yeah, let's have Mike also be trying to avenge his brother in the middle of all this. Why not? Now, like I said, Vanessa doesn't want Abby to come around anymore. So Mike has to call his aunt to ask her to watch Abby for the night. But the robots, who we find out are actually being controlled by the dead ghosts of the children that went missing years ago. Anyway, they really want Abby, and they kidnap Mike and Vanessa so they can go get Abby themselves. And this is when we finally learn what's really been going on the whole time.
In the 80s, when those kids went missing, he knew the parents would cry and the police would come looking, and he knew there's one place they'd never think to check, because it's not just their ghosts that are inside of those machines. It's their bodies.
What's happening in this movie? This dude kidnapped these kids and put their bodily remains in the Chuck E. Cheese robots? This movie goes some weird...
Why didn't you smell it, man? Like, well, come on, man.
Weirdly wholesome to insanely dark so fast.
The kids, they don't want to hurt anyone. It's him. He influences them somehow.
You need to tell me who he is.
He's my father.
Oh. Of course. Of course. Sure, how many more plot twists can we possibly fit in one movie? Mike's brother was kidnapped by the same guy who killed the other kids in the 80s and put their souls into his robots who killed the people working for Mike's aunt who's trying to take Mike's sister away. Oh, also, this man is Vanessa's dad. I'm sorry, which Kingdom Hearts game is this? And while this is all happening, Freddy just, like, goes to...
It's not that really that complicated if you get down to
Mike's house.
They're all waiting for you.
Okay.
It's time to go play.
Yeah, get to that point,
Silly Aunt Jane. She fell asleep.
So, like, Like, so this giant Freddy robot just like takes a taxi to the house, kills the aunt, and then they taxi back to the arcade, and the driver's just like, huh. Isn't that something? Anyway, so the end of the movie is Mike trying to save Abby. He gets attacked by an evil robot cupcake, as one does. Abby hides in the ball pit, which would honestly just be like the worst place to go, because you know there's like 20 years of kid barf in there. And then Vanessa's dad shows up in his like rundown yellow rabbit suit to do scary rabbit stuff, I assume.
Lucky me! First I killed your brother. Now I kill you.
Drop the knife.
All for temper tantrums, aren't we, Vanessa?
Oh my god, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Oh, of course. Of course. We need one last plot twist here. Yeah, sure, we could probably fit one more on there. Now, how they stop him is Abby draws a picture that shows the truth about what's really going on so the ghosts of the kids can finally understand that Vanessa's dad is the bad guy.
The yellow rabbit. He controls them.
The drawings show them what really happened.
You need Jesus, Abby. And so the robot kids turn on Vanessa's dad and like they don't kill him, they just like lock him in the storage room for some reason. And like now that Mike's aunt is dead, he gets custody of Abby anyway, so you're welcome, Mike. And that's pretty much where the movie ends. Yes. So like, I think the movie could have been pretty okay if they trimmed out like half the backstories and had way more
No, I don't think the plot's that bad. Like,
scary parts. Because like the movie was advertised as like a spooky horror thing, right? And the games are about surviving the night while the terrifying robot animal dudes sneak around when you're not looking. But like this movie feels like the creator guy was just so gosh darn proud of his game lore that he shoved like 10 games worth into one movie. I guess if you're like a huge fan and you...
Yeah, I think I kind of agree. I feel like, you know, it doesn't hurt if, you know, there was like one night of the game. But actually, you know what, I don't know. It's a bit weird, but I did like
really
it.
want to see the complete nonsense lore up on the big screen, then like maybe you'll get more out of it than I did. The animatronics that the Jim Henson Company made for this movie are really cool though, but like they're not in the movie nearly enough. Most of this movie is just people talking about their traumatic backstories that we didn't even need in the first place. Much like a lot of movies I've talked about over the years, like the real main issue here that I have with the movie is that it doesn't seem to know what it actually wants to be. Is it about scary robots killing people? Is it about a guy fighting for custody of his sister? Is it about a guy dealing with his dark past? Is it about ghost children getting revenge on their kidnapper? Is it about a girl dealing with her abusive dad? Because like right now this movie's trying to be all of them at the same time. I guess all of this story is just directly from the games, but like that doesn't mean it's good though. When a game story is fed to you piece by piece over like 10 games, the reveals and lore dumps mean a lot more because of the context in which you get them. But when you just lay it all out in a movie like this, like I said earlier, if you're a huge fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, you've played every game, you've watched every MatPat or Markiplier video or whatever, you'll probably get a lot out of this. Like, it's definitely made for you. But if you're just looking for a good horror movie, like, this is not it. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch.
Okay, I wonder what the comments think about it, man. Okay, newest. Okay. Yeah, there should be like a more intense FNAF scene, like at least one. But if they add at once, they add something like that, I think the movie will be much better. You know what I mean? No, I mean the movie is pretty great actually. But if you added that scene, it'll be much greater. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Another one.
Okay, I think I'm done recording. Okay, so those are my thoughts on the FNAF movie. And yeah, see you next time. Peace.